Bullshit.
It's the No BS Marketing Show. I'm Dave Mastovich, CEO and founder of Massolutions, the world's only no bullshit marketing firm. Today I'm talking to two key audiences: content creators and people who hire, manage, and lead content creators. Why? Because there's a disconnect that leads to misperceptions, confusion, and a lack of productivity between these two groups. That disconnect between content creators and people who hire, manage, and lead them is created by a lack of agreement or understanding of expectations and a lack of clear communication between the two groups. The crux of the matter is tied to what I call content logistics. Let me start with content creators, because then we'll move into people who hire, manage, and lead content creators. And I want to explain how that's most of you out there, because any president, CEO, leader of a company, entrepreneur hires content creators. People on a senior management team of a large company, COO, CFO, they also work with content creators. VPs of marketing, VPs of sales work with content creators and sometimes lead and manage them. So these two groups encompass a lot of people. So again, to start with content creators, for the sake of this discussion, I'm lumping many types of creatives into one group called content creators. Anything from blog post writers to social and digital media post creators, to video people, to graphic designers, to traditional PR pitchers, to direct marketers producing stuff to go out via emails, traditional mail, etc. Content creators. A decent percentage of content creators think that the vast majority of their time, the vast majority of their job, is creating content. They want to create content, and if they're a video person, I want to do video. If they are a graphic designer, I want to design creative stuff. If they're a content creator on the writing side, I'm a writer. Now, sometimes it's because they're early in their career and they just don't know. Other times it's because of an overinflated sense of ego or self-importance. But regardless of reason, you're in for a rude awakening and a career of frustration if you think that the vast majority of your time is going to be spent doing that creative content production thing, because it's simply not true. How do I know this? What am I basing this on? Qualitative and quantitative research of the industry on an ongoing basis. As an industry thought leader, I continually talk to others that lead, others that create content. Hiring, leading, and managing hundreds, and probably even into the 1,000 mark, through decades of experience, a high level of expertise in doing it, and the internal scars to prove it, because even though I've been a leader my entire career, and even though I've been in senior management positions my entire career, I still have also always been a content creator. So I'm in that situation that's not seen very often, where I've lived both of these lives for my entire adult life, from age 16 on, when I started producing content and being a content creator. That isn't to brag. It's just to tell you this isn't me just doing some bullshit thing and ranting about something because I feel a certain way. What this is I am really taking the time to give you a career of experience from both sides, the content creator and people who lead, manage, and hire content creators. The reality is that content creators spend a large amount of time on what I call content logistics. Content logistics. And they also need to spend significant time on understanding their company's why, or reason for being, and their customers' why, or reason for buying. To do so takes a commitment to learning and understanding perspectives way beyond a specific piece of content. If you are at a company and you think you don't, and you're in a content creator position, and you don't think you need to realize what each department does, even an administrative function, something you're probably not going to ever write about, you're a BSer. You need to understand that company's workings, how it's done, every position to some degree. You need to understand the company's why really well, because that has to play a role in all of your storytelling. You have to understand your customer's why. Those are pieces that are barely even part of content logistics, because then you move into the actual meat of content logistics. Okay, so some of you content creators that are listening right now claim you get it so far. Right.